Ash is possibly one of the worst heroes to ever be on the big and small screen, and I mean worse in the best kind of way. Why is he so entertaining to watch? Of course Bruce Campbell's portrayal is crucial, but it goes beyond that, and his character relates to us in ways that are not normally hit upon in entertainment. When setting up a hero, Ash excels on all fronts. Firstly, he has a clearly identified goal. His goal is one of self-interest, but it is to normally escape evil, particularly evil that he has created. Second, he has been given traits that make him likable. Thirdly, he has flaws to make him relatable, particularly a lot of flaws. Lastly, he has been given opportunities and experiences to grow and learn from. Now that the hero of Ash has been established, we can then see him go on the hero's journey. If you have seen pretty much any Marvel movie, you're familiar with this journey. The hero's journey normally goes something like this. Introduce the world of the character, include an initial conflict or call to adventure, show that the hero is hesitant to go on the adventure at first, provide a mentor or guide for your hero, describe the hero as passing the point of no return, make your hero encounter tests, allies, and enemies, show that the hero is approaching their end goal, provide the hero with their biggest challenge, then steer your hero towards their home but with a final test. Demonstrate how your hero has changed after their experiences, and lastly, bring your hero home with their quest completed. So let's apply the same journey to Ash's character in the movie Army of Darkness. And keep in mind that Ash's character does change from the Evil Dead movies to the Ash we know in Army of Darkness and Ash vs. Evil Dead. This mostly has to do with the tone of the movies changing from a horror to a dark comedy/horror. After battling the Evil Dead, Ash is sucked back in time to medieval Europe. This establishes the world of Ash. He is then faced with an initial conflict by the battle in the pit and being stuck between two kingdoms fighting each other. He is then later called the Chosen One and asked to save the kingdom.
So what's the deal? Can you send me back or not?
Only the Necronomicon has the power, an unholy book which we also require. Within its pages are passages that can send you back to your time. Only you, the Promised One, can quest for it.
This is where his major flaws shine through. He is hesitant not because the task is too hard, but because of his self-interest. He doesn't care about the people of this world, he just wants to get back to his own time. At this point, the old man could be considered his mentor, or the closest thing that Ash has to one in this movie. He does eventually decide to go on the quest, but this is not because he wants to help the people, it is because it will help him accomplish his own goal of getting home. After getting some help on his initial journey, he then passes the point of no return. At this point, he must move forward if he wants to accomplish his goal and get home, and ultimately reach safety. On the way, he does encounter tests and enemies while making his way to the book. At this point, Ash becomes close to his goal. The book is right in front of him, but he makes things worse with his screw-up of the words.
Klaatu, Veranda.
After raising the tension of the story from his own mess up, he takes the book back to the people, but he has doomed them. When they offer to honor their word and let him go home regardless, he is shocked. This is Ash's first self-aware moment in the film. Up to this point, he has just acted in self-interest. This is when Ash faces his biggest challenge yet. He chooses to fight the army of the dead on behalf of the people. After the epic battle, he has defeated the army of darkness. This is when Ash has to face his final test. He can choose to stay and be the king or accomplish his original goal of making it home, and thus bringing him one step closer to his hero's journey being finished. He makes the choice to go home and finish his journey. After this experience, Ash has been humbled after learning what it means to sacrifice something for someone else, thus learning from his experiences and making it home to complete his journey. The story then ends open-ended that evil is still out there. I know that there are different versions to the end of the movie, but I'm going after the one where Ash does make it home. So what makes Ash not seem like your generic hero going on a hero's journey? In both Army of Darkness and Ash vs. Evil Dead, his troubles are brought about mostly from his own screw-ups. He either forgets the words or accidentally reads the book, reawakening the evil. Whether it is wanting to get home as an Army of Darkness or get to Jacksonville as in Ash vs. Evil Dead, it is only when the people close to him are in danger that he decides to fight for them and not just out of self-interest. But the road there is slow and bitter with lessons not learned fast. That is why he is the reluctant hero. He avoids responsibilities as long as he can and only wants to fight if it gets him closer to his own personal goals. Then along the way he finds a more noble reason to fight. Heroes are usually characters with flaws, but Ash is a flawed screw-up of a character that learns what is truly worth fighting for. So why is this so relatable? Ash only wants to live his normal life day to day and doesn't want to get involved in bigger things. But he is forced into fighting over and over again, many times because of his own screw-ups. When it comes down to it, a lot of people don't choose to take on the world in a hero's journey. We just want to be left alone. Ash is an example of all the traits a hero should not have, and he must be forced every step along the hero's path. Many of us can relate to the reluctant hero, and I believe it makes this character that much more enjoyable.